What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be doing a video on the ETS cam loaders. Now if you guys have followed the channel for a while, you'll know that I did do a video on the pistol magazine loader probably about 6 or 8 months ago. But since then, ETS has also dropped a rifle/pistol caliber carbine loader as well. Now I've had both of these loaders for quite some time. I use them every time I go to the range, so this is sort of a longevity review, but we're also going to be going over what you need to do to use these loaders properly. First, let's check out the rifle/pistol caliber carbine loader. Out of all the videos I've seen on the ETS cam loaders, I always see people make one mistake. Now I have seen a couple videos out there where guys actually do what they're supposed to. They went back and read the instructions. And with the cam loader, I have seen guys buy these and get frustrated and not use them and bash them. It's because they're not using them properly. ETS recommends putting a light coat of oil down the channel right here where your bullets are gonna sit. So let's get a light coat on there. And you really don't need to douse these, and I really don't think you need to do this every single time. I do this probably about once a month, maybe every 6 weeks, and I do frequent the range quite a bit, so these babies do get used a lot. Now the one downfall that I want to just go ahead and put out there about this loader particularly is with the cam loader, whether it be the pistol loader or the rifle loader, you have to, and let me go ahead and just grab some ammo to show you guys. This is the pistol loader, but the rifle loader is the exact same way. The way this is designed, take your plunger out, you use this to scoop up the rounds. Now with a lot of rifle rounds, 7.62 by 39, 223, 5.56, it can be a little difficult to find rounds that are in trays. I know some companies like Fiocchi, there are a few others out there that do have their ammunition in trays when you buy it, but a lot of us buy, loose rounds or ammo from Walmart that comes like in them little, I don't even know, I don't want to say blister packs, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But you do have to load it from a tray. When I use my rifle loader, I just go ahead and slip each round on one by one, push it in, and it is still a lot faster, and it saves my thumbs at the range. So I'm going to go ahead and load up 10 rounds on the rifle loader, and we'll go ahead and start with the AK. So once we have our rounds loaded on there just like this, we're going to hold it just kind of like this so the rounds are dangling. Go ahead and put your plunger on. And then what I like to do, and the front of this is open, so you kind of have to hold your magazine in there. I hold my mag in place. You flip it over on your chest and just simply push down. And like that, it is a very fast way to load. Now, like I said, the downfall with the rifle loader is if you don't have a tray of ammunition to scoop up from, you do have to load them onto the actual loader, but it sure as hell beats loading each round one by one. Now, the biggest thing that I see with these loaders is not only does it save your thumbs, getting mag thumb as they like to call it, but it just loads a lot faster. Now, if you go to the range a lot, or I don't know if you load your mags at the range, if you load them at home before you go. I load all of my mags at home before I go, or usually they're all loaded. What I do is burn up however many rounds at the range. I come home and then I reload all of my magazines, so next time they're ready to go. But when I'm reloading, these things sure save my ass. Now let's go to an AR mag with the rifle loader and see how it performs. And this is basically what I do instead of, scooping it from a tray. If you don't have a tray and you gotta load these one by one, which, I don't know, it kind of sucks. Like I said, that's really the downfall of the rifle loader that I see. But if you buy some ammunition that has a tray, what I've seen guys do is just put their loose rounds in those trays to make it a little bit easier to load. I'm gonna stick my plunger on there, grab my ETS AR mag, and honestly, it is so easy, it's ridiculous. Now, like I said, you may have seen a few videos out there where guys aren't using these correctly, and if you oil the cam loader, load a few magazines and get used to it, it'll really save you a ton of time out at the range. Next up, let's try a CZ Scorpion mag. And I do want to point out this is a factory CZ Scorpion magazine with the polymer feed lips, but the Manticore Arms Prepper Gun Shop CZ Scorpion mags with the metal feed lips also work. Now what's nice about this is I can use this little scooper to scoop up my 10 rounds, and I gotta set this down. And all the ammo that we are using and all the ammo that I've been shooting lately is from Peak Performance Ammo. Great guys making some great stuff. Let's grab our plunger. And just like that, there is 10 rounds. Now you just keep repeating the process until you get to 30, of course, no matter what magazine you're loading. That should be common sense, but I do want to point that out. It really doesn't get any more difficult the further you go. Last 1 or 2 rounds may be a little tough. You may have to put a little extra muscle into it to get it in there, but it's still a hell of a lot easier than loading them by hand. Now let's move into the pistol magazine loader. Now like I said, I've had this one here for probably maybe even a year now. Ever since they first released it, actually a little bit before they released it, they sent this out. So I've used the heck out of this thing. Now the biggest thing you want to pay attention to with this loader is when you insert your mag, make sure it's fully seated, because if it's not going to work right. That's another one of those things that guys may not be doing. You definitely want to make sure your mag is fully seated, a little bit of oil on there, just enough to coat it. So let's go ahead and scoop up 10 rounds and see what this thing can do. And there's 10 rounds in an ETS Glock 19 mag. Now of course you would want to top this off with an extra 5 rounds. Just scoop 5 more up, push them in, and you're good to go. Let's go ahead and jump into some other pistol mags. Next up, let's try this Smith & Wesson M&P mag. Now this is an M&P 2.0 compact magazine. This will go for all M&P mags. Guys really wanted to know if the cam loader will work with metal magazines, and instead of giving them a yes or no answer, I figured I would just show you guys. So it was a little rough to get started, but once it got started, everything was good to go. Now let's jump into a CZ-P10C mag. CZ-P10C magazine, which is very similar to a Smith & Wesson M&P mag. Let's go ahead and see what happens. And I do want to point out, after you scoop your rounds up, just hold the loader upside down, put the plunger on, and quickly push it to the rear so no bullets get, down in there sideways or something. You just really want to make sure you get everything in there straight. So with the steel magazines, it is a little bit harder to get started, but it's really not that big of a deal. If I could load my mags that fast, I really could care less if I have to push a little bit harder. Next up, let's try a single stack Glock 43 mag. And I do want to point out that the pistol cam loader is for 9mm and 40 only. So you 45 guys out there, you cannot use this loader. Maybe ETS will come out with a 45 loader sometime down the road. Get our rounds on there, put our plunger on. And that one was ridiculously easy. This is one of the Glock 43 12-round magazines. I do have a review on the ETS Glock 43 mags, and I will go ahead and link that above. So everything that we did load tonight, this will load the magazines across the board. And for the ETS pistol mag loader, it will load all Glock mags, CZ mags, M&P mags, SIG 320 mags. It will load a ton of different mags. I've yet to find any mags that I personally could not load with these. And of course, you're not going to be able to load, 45 out of the pistol loader. You're not going to be able to load 308 out of the rifle loader. There are limitations, but these things can do just about anything for the calibers that they are designed for. Now, if you guys have any further questions on the ETS cam loaders, definitely leave it down in the comments section below. We are getting back in the normal swing of things, making videos. Had some family stuff going on. We've dealt with that. Everything is good to go. So it is nice to be making videos again. I will be going out to the range either tomorrow or maybe Saturday. And it's been a few weeks since I've been out to shoot, so I am itching to go. I was going to go ahead and load up a few mags that I had laying around. So I decided why not go ahead and do an update, kind of introduction video on the rifle loader, and more or less an update video on the ETS C.A.M. pistol magazine loader. So that's gonna wrap it up. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.